The problem is not pleasures. The problem is that pleasure experienced without prior requirement for pursuit is terrible for us. It's terrible for us as individuals. It's terrible for us as groups. And I have great confidence in the human species to work this out. But we are finding now, and we are going to increasingly find, that those who will be successful, young or old, are going to be those people who can create their own internal buffers.
Excessive stimulation can lead to profound emotional and, in some cases, physical distress for certain individuals. They may exhibit intense irritability, heightened anxiety, or overwhelming fear as a response. Some may express their discomfort through crying or temper outbursts, while others might resort to displaying aggressive behavior. Sensory overload occurs when one or more of your senses are overwhelmed by excessive external stimuli in your surroundings. It happens when your senses receive more information than your brain can effectively handle. This inundation of sensory input can both be overwhelming and draining. Silence is a source of great strength. Lao Tzu. The quote, "Silence is a source of great strength" by Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese philosopher and the founder of Taoism, encapsulates a profound philosophical idea about the power of silence and stillness. Lao Tzu quote conveys that the inner calm and quiet contemplation holds significant power. Silence in context represents a state of inner serenity and clarity that empowers us to face life's challenges with composure, make wiser decisions, communicate effectively, exhibit resilience in conflicts, and align with natural orders of the universe. It underscores the idea that the strength derived from silence lies in its capacity to foster self-awareness, inner peace, and a deeper understanding of both ourselves and the world. It enables us to navigate life's complexities more skillfully. And if you'd like to know more why silence is so powerful, I actually made a video about it, including some philosopher in it. I'll link it in my description box. In today's society, we're constantly distracted by stimulus coming from social media such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and even the television, all the ads, and even when you go outside, all the billboards and the posters. Yes, we're constantly distracted. Matter of fact, attention is your most valuable resource. When this company grabs your attention, they grab your inner consciousness, which then grabs you. Matter of fact, there's an interesting quote by Herbert Simon that says that a wealth of information creates a poverty of attention. Life has become a never-ending scroll, and attention has become very scarce and valuable, such as money or even more than money. Actually, be careful of what you consume because it stays in your consciousness. And we have become addicted to instant gratification, addicted to quick dopamine responses. Yes, we have become addicted to constantly being stimulated. Actually, our life experiences is shaped by what we choose to pay attention to. Minutes of distractions turns into hours, which then turn into days, which then turn into months, which then turn into years. And that part of your minute that you have forgotten suddenly becomes a part of your life, which you have completely forgotten. Wherever you decide to give your attention to completely consumes your consciousness. In the digital age, attention has become increasingly valuable, and some argue that it may even surpass currency in significance for several reasons. Monetization of attention. In many businesses and digital platforms rely on capturing and monetizing users' attention. Social media, online advertising, and content creation are all driven by the need to capture and hold people's attention. Companies are willing to invest significant resources to gain access to your attention because it can lead to revenue generation. Attention is finite. Unlike currency, which can be earned or acquired in various ways, each person has an infinite amount of attention. You can always earn more money, but you can't create more hours in a day or expand your capacity for attention. Therefore, attention is limited and non-renewable resource. Influence and persuasion. Your attention can be influenced and manipulated through various digital means, such as clickbait headlines, personalized content, and social media algorithms. Those who can capture and hold your attention can shape your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors, making it a powerful tool for persuasion. Privacy and data. In the digital age, your attention is often closely tied to your data and online behavior. Companies collect data on your preference, habits, and interests to tailor content and advertisement to capture your attention. This data is valuable in itself and can be used for various purposes. In summary, attention has become a precious and finite resource in the digital age due to its scarcity, its role in monetization and persuasion, and its connection to personal data and privacy. As a result, many individuals and organizations consider attention management and optimization to be a crucial skills and assets. Hundreds of entities are all competing for your attention, and in fact, millions and millions of companies in hoping to get the spotlight of your attention. All man's misery derived from not being able to sit quietly in a room alone. Blaise Pascal. Blaise Pascal quotes suggest that many of the difficulties and suffering people experience in life stem from their inability to find contentment and peace in solitude and introspection. Pascal implies that human beings often seek distractions and external stimuli to avoid facing themselves in quiet moments, whether due to restlessness, fear, or discomfort with self-reflection. In essence, this quote highlights the idea that the constant busyness and avoidance of solitude prevents individuals from truly understanding themselves, addressing their inner turmoil, or finding their inner peace. By emphasizing the importance of being able to sit alone in contemplative silence, Pascal suggests that it is in these moments of self-reflection and introspection that people can come to terms with their own thoughts and emotions, potentially leading to greater self-awareness, personal growth, and a more profound sense of contentment.
Anyone else notice that your For You page has been a little too accurate lately? It hasn't been things that I'll Google or I talk about. It's been thoughts.
TikTok knows everything about us.
Hold up, don't scroll. Let me ask you something first. Can someone please explain how this algorithm works?
TikTok users often wonder how the world's fastest growing social network seems to know them so well.
TikTok. In 2017, TikTok changed everything. TikTok has had a significant impact on landscape of social media and has also influenced our attention spans in several ways. So the changes TikTok made in social media. So the short form video dominance. TikTok popularized short-term video content, typically landing from 15 to 60 seconds. This format has become a staple on TikTok and has influenced other social media platforms to adopt similar features. Platforms like Instagram and YouTube have introduced short-term videos formats, Reels and Shorts, respectively, to compete with TikTok. Algorithm-driven content. TikTok's algorithm uses machine learning to understand user preferences and tailor content to individual users. This has led to highly engaging and addictive content experience, where users are constantly presented with videos that align with their interests. Other platforms have taken note of this algorithm-driven content recommendation and are implementing similar features. The impact on our attention span. Short attention span content. TikTok's format encourages quick, bite-sized content consumption. Users scroll through a continuous feed of short videos, which can contribute to shorter attention spans for consuming online content. People may become accustomed to rapidly switching between videos, making it challenging to focus on longer form content. Content snacking. TikTok's design promotes content snacking, where users consume small, easily digestible pieces of content in rapid succession. This behavior may condition users to seek instant gratification and quick entertainment, potentially reducing their patience for longer, more in-depth content. Dopamine release. The rapid algorithm-driven gratification on TikTok can lead to increased dopamine release, which is associated with pleasure and reward. This can create a desire for more short bursts of content and quick rewards, potentially impacting the ability to sustain focus on tasks that require longer attention spans. Scrolling habits. The endless scroll design of TikTok encourages users to keep swiping, discover more content. This continuous scrolling behavior can become habitual and affect attention spans when transitioning to other activities that don't provide the same immediate content variety. It's important to note that while TikTok and similar platforms have introduced changes to the social media landscape and how we consume content, the impact on attention spans can vary from person to person. Some individuals may develop shorter attention spans for certain types of content, while others may adopt to consume a wider range of content more efficiently. I actually prefer longer form content, which is why I really love YouTube, but I have noticed that a lot of people prefer shorter form content. They really like the short instant gratification entertainment. But the effects of TikTok on attention spans are part of a broader conversation about the evolving digital media landscape and its impact on cognitive behavior.
Often hear that, that social media is getting dopamine hit after dopamine hit. When we first get on social media for the first time or after a long period of time, the amount of dopamine that's released we think is quite substantial. It's novel. Remember, dopamine is about novelty, surprise, and the sense that we are on some exciting track. That's what dopamine is really about. It puts us into states of readiness, anticipation, looking, seeking, etc., almost always for things outside the confines of our skin.
Social media has profoundly transformed the way people engage with one another and consume information. With instant gratification playing a pivotal role in this evolution, the ability to swift swipe through numerous posts within mere seconds has cultivated a social expectation of immediate rewards from social media interactions. However, while instant gratification can offer fleeting moments of joy and amusement, its prolonged indulgence can carry detrimental consequences. The perpetual pursuit of instant rewards may result in diminished attention span, hindering users' capacity to sustain focus over extended periods. This, in turn, can lead to feelings of ennui and restlessness, posing challenges to maintaining engagement and productivity in daily life. Moreover, the culture of instant gratification fostered by social media may also fuel sentiment of diminished self-esteem and distorted self-concept. This occurs as individuals frequently measure themselves against the curated portrayals of perfection found on social media, including idyllic lives, flawless bodies, and seemingly ideal relationships. Such comparisons can foster feelings of inadequacy, ultimately affecting mental health and overall well-being. In summary, while instant gratification on social media may offer fleeting moments of happiness and enjoyment, its sustained pursuit can yield adverse long-term consequences. It is crucial for users to exercise mindfulness in their social media consumption and acknowledge the potential detrimental impacts it may exert on their mental health and overall well-being. By periodically disengaging from social media, redirecting your attention towards alternative activities, and valuing genuine in-person connection and experiences, individuals can sidestep the allure of instant gratification and foster a healthier relationship with social media. So I wanted to talk about and discuss how the rise of platforms like TikTok and broader digital media landscapes have contributed to the reinforcement of our desire for instant gratification in various aspects of our lives. Here's how this trend has evolved and affected our need for immediate satisfaction. Content consumption habits. Short-term content on platforms like TikTok encourages users to seek bursts of entertainment and information. As a result, many people have developed a preference for content that can be consumed rapidly. This preference for instant gratification can extend to other forms of media consumption, making it challenging for individuals to engage with longer articles, books, or movies that require sustained attention. Instant communication. Messaging apps, social media, and emails have conditioned us to expect immediate responses. We often feel a sense of urgency when waiting for replies and become accustomed to instant communication. This can lead to impatience when others don't respond promptly. Online shopping. E-commerce platforms have optimized their services for fast and convenient shopping experiences. Features like one-click purchasing and same-day delivery cater to our desire for immediate access to products and services. Waiting for traditional shipping times can feel less satisfying in comparison. Food delivery services. Apps for food delivery have made it incredibly easy to order food and have it delivered quickly. This convenience reinforces the expectation of instant gratification when it comes to satisfying our hunger. Streaming services. On-demand streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Spotify provide instant access to a vast library of content. The ability to start watching a show or listen to music immediately after choosing it has conditioned us to instant entertainment. And also to be able to binge watch. For example, Netflix, they release all the episodes on one day, has also increased the instant gratification. News and information. Digital news outlets and social media platforms offer real-time updates and breaking news. This encourages a preference for quickly digestible information of in-depth analysis, potentially impacting our ability to engage with complex, nuanced topics. Gaming and apps. Mobile games and apps often employ gamification techniques that rewards users with quick, frequent, and satisfying achievements. These experiences contribute to the expectation of immediate rewards in other areas of life. Social validation. Social media platforms provide instant feedback through likes, comments, and shares. This can lead to desire for immediate validation and recognition, influencing how we interact with social media and seek approval. Sensory overload and anxiety share an intrinsic connection, with sensory overload often triggering stress and anxiety responses. When anxiety takes hold, our bodies initiate a chemical stress response, which in turn prompts various physiological changes. These changes are designed to provide a rapid surge of energy in perceived emergency situation. Among the key players in this response are stimulate hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. The greater the sensory overwhelm you experience, the higher your stress levels tend to rise. Increased stress and anxiety in turn make you more susceptible to future episodes of sensory overload. And if you know my videos, I always like to connect the challenges of life we live today with evolutionary psychology. If you don't know, I have a psychology degree, and evolutionary psychology was one of my favorite subjects because I feel like it explained the way we live today and the way we react today and the way we process our emotions today. So, according to evolutionary psychology, overstimulation can cause anxiety as a result of the way our brains have evolved to process information and to respond to threats. And here are some explanation of how this process may work. Information processing. Throughout human evolution, our brains developed to efficiently process information from our environment. This processing helped us identify potential threats such as predators or dangerous situations and respond to them quickly. In ancestral environment, being hypervigilant and responsive to stimuli could mean the difference between life and death. Overstimulation in modern context. In today's world, we are exposed to a constant stream of information and stimuli, often through digital devices, media, and urban environments. This level of constant sensory input can overwhelm our information processing system, which are all still wired to be highly responsive to stimuli. Stress response. When our brains perceive an overload of stimuli and information, they can interpret it as a form of stress or threat. This triggers the body's stress responses, which includes the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This stress response is intended to prepare the body for action, but in the context of overstimulation, it can lead to feeling of anxiety, restlessness, and even physical symptoms like increased heart rate and tension. Difficulty in prioritization. Overstimulation can make it difficult and challenging for our brains to prioritize information and tasks. This can lead to a sense of cognitive overwhelm as we struggle to determine what requires our immediate attention and what can be safely ignored. Inability to focus. Overstimulation can impair our ability to focus and concentrate on specific tasks. This can lead to frustration and a sense of ineffectiveness, which can contribute to anxiety. Constant connectivity. The digital age has also created a constant state of connectivity, with smartphones and internet providing a never-ending stream of notifications and information. This can lead to a sense of being always on and can disrupt our ability to relax and detach from work or other stressors. In summary, evolutionary psychology suggests that our brains have evolved to respond to stimuli and information in a way that helped our ancestors survive in their environments. In the modern world, where overstimulation is common, this natural response can lead to anxiety when our brains perceive an excess of sensory input as a threat. It's essential to recognize the impact of overstimulation and develop strategies to manage it effectively for our mental well-being.
So, the thing about cell phones is when you first get on there, and you haven't, let's say you're no Wi-Fi on the flight or something, and you land, it can actually be quite stimulating. You get a lot of dopamine. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. But very quickly, when you're scrolling on social media, you're no longer getting the novelty, but you're continuing to do it. And you almost don't know why you're doing it. At that point, it shifts over to something that's a bit more like an obsessive compulsive behavior, where we can define an obsessive compulsive behavior where the obsession leads to a compulsion. So the obsession is a thought, the compulsion is a behavior, but the acting out of the compulsion merely serves to increase the obsession. Right?
Self-care plays a pivotal role for individuals coping with chronic sensory overload. It's crucial to allocate sufficient time to rest and rejuvenation, especially following stressful circumstances or when engaged in high-stress professions. There's a really good quote by Buddha that goes like, "Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom." In the digital age, meditation serves as a profound antidote to the relentless pace of technology and information overload. Amidst the constant barrage of notification, screens, and distractions, meditation provides a sanctuary of stillness and mental clarity. It enables individuals to cultivate focused attention, reduce stress, and enhance emotional well-being, all of which are vital skills for navigating the digital landscape. By fostering self-awareness and promoting a sense of inner calm, meditation equips individuals with the resilience and mindfulness needed to harness the power of technology without succumbing to its potential for overwhelming and distracting effects, ultimately facilitating a healthier and more balanced relationship with the digital world. So I'd like to leave you with this quote by, excuse my pronunciation, Thich Nhat Hanh. And it goes something like this: "The present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments." If you reached this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It will help me a lot in this YouTube algorithm, and I'll appreciate it so much. And if you like these kind of videos, I have a playlist, a philosophical playlist that you can watch, or you can watch this video. I think you'll like it. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.